Well, that was a pisser. I arrived, did everything. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden this employee comes up to me and told me I have to cancel the order.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Sunday. I'm in my car, new Spark, and I've already got my first order. And it's slightly over $20 for 17 miles, but there's an incentive going on to make an extra money if you get 5 trips in or then 7 trips in. But I only get one offer in the morning, so this is the only one I get. So hopefully I get more after this. But the thing is, it's damn cold out, and that's why I'm in my heavy jacket. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be below freezing the next 5 mornings. Yeah. But the strange part is, it got up to 65 yesterday afternoon. Strange weather. So anyway, heading to Walmart. I got about 10 minutes before the store opens. I'll be there in 5. So let's see how the day goes. See you in a little bit. Oh, there he is. What you doing? Oh, you're cross-eyed. Just like it's normal Siamese. What you looking at? What you looking at? What you looking at? Okay, now we gotta take a picture. Well, I just dropped off that order to now my very first repeat Walmart customer. This is the 3rd time I've been to this place, and the reason I know this place because it has the Siamese kitty cat. But he didn't come do an inspection when I drop off the food. He was concentrating on something. He was something had his attention. It's probably a bird, but he was on the railing. He was looking up in the sky. Either that or a squirrel. Yeah. But he should, and I looked at him. He's a little cross-eyed. I think most Siamese are. So yeah. So this is the 3rd time I've been out here. It's a pleasant surprise because I get to see the kitty cat. But even though it's cold, but he was on the railing. He's all curled in the meatloaf position, but they have his water still going there, and he has a nice food bowl, and he's got a nice little covered bed there, so he's taken care of. But yeah, so heading back to Walmart. Yeah, but I think that's going to be the only order this morning because it's no longer Walmart's no longer hot, but they got a good an incentive going on. You get a bonus for 5 trips today, and then even better if you get 7 trips. That's good and fine, but if you don't give the offers, how can you pay off the incentives if there's no offers coming out? So anyhow, yeah, but it's cold. It's, according to the car, it's 38 degrees and icy conditions. At least the wind's not blowing. I am in my heaviest jacket. I am toasty. Well, there's somebody that came in. There's a young guy. He was pretty big. I assume he works at Whataburger because he had a Whataburger shirt on, like an employee shirt. But I guess he was doing he was either coming in and buying some ingredients for Whataburger. I think that's probably what I thought, or he was that he was doing Walmart Spark. But I said, I don't know. I don't think so. But I think it was more to akin that he's coming in and get some supplies, emergency supplies, But he came in here with just in short sleeve Whataburger shirt and long pants, and that was it. I mean, dude, now he was a pretty big guy. He must have been already been heavy working, so he probably was a little warm. But he came right in, and so man, he walked in with short sleeve. I mean, it's 30 degrees outside. Yeah, but kids. Why I say kids, he's probably, he's he's probably in college, freshman, sophomore. But we all did stupid things when we were that young. Not me, of course. I was sensible. Yeah, right. Oh man. Yeah. School days, yeah. So anyway, heading back to Walmart. I'm gonna just drive by, see maybe by some miracle I pick up something, but I'm gonna head straight home. Didn't get a chance to eat a little breakfast, so excuse me. So I went ahead and I'll go home and probably fix me a little biscuit and do some work while I'm waiting for the next order. So anyhow, we will see in a little bit. Well, came back home after waiting a little bit at Walmart, but then at 8 o'clock, I got a pickup. It's underwater, but the thing is, there's an incentive. If you get 5 deliveries, you get an extra money. If you do 7, you gain more extra money. So I did this the last time when they had an incentive, and I was able to get all my trips in. So try and do that, but like I said, this is a pickup and not shopping, so it's a 9-mile trip, for $7, but I'm just gonna be sitting on my butt. In fact, I tried to start this trip early, and I says, no, you're too early. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we get it canceled. So anyway, see you in a little bit. Well, that was a pisser. I arrived, did everything. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden this employee comes up to me and told me I have to cancel the order. So what? Seems like I got a duplicate order that's been in the system since yesterday. So I was forced to cancel, and I called Spark Driver Support and said, hey, what the hell's going on? And that's when Spark Driver Support told me, yeah, this was a bugged order that's been in the system since yesterday. So much for getting a second order for part of my incentive. And so I'm just going to head back home. They told me I would get some compensation for arriving on time, that such, yada, yada, yada. Usually it'd probably be like $2.82. It's kind of like, cancellation that they canceled. So, end result, pickup got canceled. But I was forced to do it. So, anyway, head back home, going to wait and see if we get another order. See you in a little bit. It's now a little after 9. Got another pickup, 2 drop-offs. $1 slightly higher than the mileage, but trying to work on the incentive. I wonder if this is going to be a duplicate order. Like I said, I called Spark Driver Support, and they told me that last one I had been in the system since yesterday. Well, it's been there since yesterday. How come it's not been deleted? So, anyhow. Well, let's see if this 2 drop-off pickup is going to work. I just looked at it. It's still packing up. So, on the Walmart for a pickup. Let's see what happens. Well, that didn't last long. I just as I was pulling into the parking lot, trip canceled. I called support and said, look, my pickups are constantly being canceled. And he is going to report it. Not much else can I do. So, at this rate, I don't think I'm going to get the incentives. Oh, I'll get compensated, $2 for coming down here. So, anyway, heading back home. See you in a little bit. Well, another pickup order. This one with 3 drop-offs. It's going to take a bet. It's going to get canceled. And remember, I'm a mile away from Walmart, and it's 10:17, and they wants me to do a 10:19 pickup. But according to status, they're still packing it up. It's not ready yet. So they couldn't tell me the last time the thing was canceled. They said the store canceled it, but they didn't give a reason. Last time the guy I talked to last week gave me the reason. He says I was not at the store, which I was. I was already parked and already had selected a parking spot. This time I didn't even get a chance to get there. I was pulling into the parking spot. So, yeah, things still going crazy over at the Pell City Walmart. Every time I get a cancel, I'm going to call. It's, something's got to give. So, and this is a pretty decent one. This is $50. And 3 drop-offs, but hell, I've only done one shopping order this morning to count towards the incentive. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I got a minute before the pickup's supposed to start. So, see you in a little bit. Well, this time I was able to park, give him a parking spot, then it was canceled. Call Spark Support. Oh, we're going to escalate this. We're going to report this. Well, yeah, that's what you said last time. That's what you said last week. And the reason, I said, okay, what was the reason? According to her, the system canceled. It was not the store that canceled. It was the system. All right, well, the system all gave me a duplicate order. So, yeah, definitely not going to be making the incentive today. It's already 10:30. So yeah, it's going to be a long day. But I am getting some work done. So that's the positive part. So, all right, head back home and hopefully we get another order. See you in a little bit. Well, it's now 12 o'clock and now offers are popping up. First come, first serve. Finally grabbed one. It's a pickup, like with 3 drop-offs. I expect this will be canceled also. But you never know. Might actually get one. So, on the Walmart we go. Here we go. See you in a little bit. Yep, it was canceled. Called again, asking why. They said the store canceled it, and they don't give a reason why. Then the idiot support guy, well, maybe you need to go talk to the store manager. I don't need to freaking talk to no store manager. That's a quick way to get my name blackballed. It may be blackballed already. But yeah, 4 pickups. 1, I was forced to cancel. 2, the store canceled. 3, the system. The third one, the system canceled. So a total of 4 pickups canceled. And just as I was on the phone, I got a shopping. So I went and accepted that, and that's where I'm heading. So I've already done the shopping. I'm heading to the customer. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that shopping order. It wasn't too far. It wasn't that, and the shopping was not that much. I think they're fixing Italian or lasagna, because it's cheese, lasagna, hamburger and sausage and tomatoes. So everything, I think they're making big lasagna tonight. So yeah. Anyway, heading back. I said once again, 4 pickups in a row. First one I was forced to because they said it was a duplicate. Second one was canceled by the store, no reason why. Third one was canceled according to the the system canceled it. The fourth one, once again, the store canceled it, no reason why. So, they're saying, you need to go talk to the manager. I don't need to do crap. Spark, you need to investigate and find out what's going on. Corporate needs to find out what's going on. I don't need to talk to no manager. So, anyhow, making my way back, I think. If another pickup comes, I'll give it a try one more time, and I'm just going to stick with shopping for the rest of the day. Now it's 1 o'clock. I think just go home, fix me something to eat. I haven't eaten anything at all today except a little biscuit this morning. But yeah, sure, it's hard to make money when all your pickups are canceled. That's another thing. They said go work at another store. I said, this is the only store around here. Next door is, the next door, nearby store is 45 minutes away. And this is the Walmart that I live by. I'm gonna be honest, I shouldn't have to go work in another store because the people at Pell City are assholes. You need to fire some people, hire some new, or change management or something. That's what needs to happen. Anyway, heading back, either Walmart or home. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just got a shopping order. It's a big one, 66 items total. But it's $31, almost $32 for 17 miles. Hell, I'm not getting anything else. So, back to Walmart I go and do some shopping. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just picked up a unique Walmart offer. It's a pickup, but it's not a pickup of me parking at a grocery store, the pickup line. It is a pharmacy pickup. So it's just two things of medicine. So, and I try to start it, it won't let me start because it's too early. So I'm gonna go ahead and park and go into the pharmacy and wait to pick up the items and then continue with the delivery. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that pharmacy order. I've been up, and I'm up in the hills. I'm in almost deliverance country, but I've been up here before. I've actually been up here as a dasher, so I recognize a lot of the streets. So yeah, it's all mobile homes up here, up in the woods. Yeah, and what look like houses, just glorified mobile homes, like double wides and stuff like that. But some are nice. Some are really nice. There's a couple, one or two houses out here. Yeah, but this is just typical country. There's just That's how it is down here. So I'm working my way back to Walmart. It's a little after 3 o'clock. I think I need, let me see, how many do I need? I need one more trip to qualify for the five trip incentive, and then 3 more for the full amount. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I can get the full amount. I'm hoping to get at least one more order in to at least get the 5 trip incentive. You know, it's an extra $32. That's, you know, pretty good. So anyhow, I don't know. This is Walmart's still busy. So, but I'm not taking a pickup. While I was waiting for the pharmacy pickup, I had one of our users come sit down with me. I've talked to him before. He gave me some insights about Walmart Spark, especially about the store. This is the second time he's gave me some insights. He told me about some other stores that are way better. So I may take his advice. I may try it one day. But it's very. This is twice he's given me some interesting information about this Walmart down, and I told him the reason it's just convenient for me, and it's also the, you know, if you think about it, that was the advice of the Spark driver support people. Go switch to another store. So something's up. Either something's up, or they don't care, and they're not going to do anything about it. So anyhow, but I'm going to try to get one more order. It's starting to get dark. I'm going to try at least do one. So hopefully I can get a shopping order. Anything else, I'm not going to bother with a pickup. So anyhow, boy, what a crazy day! What a crazy day! This is unusual. I've had 4 Spark pickups canceled. One that I was forced to cancel because they gave me a duplicate order from the day before. 2, I'm not taking that. That was a pickup. Like I said, I'm not doing a pickup. No. 2 pickups were canceled by the store. No reason why. 3, 1 pickup was canceled by the system, according to. Now, does that mean the store or the algorithm canceled? Whatever. I've had 1 shopping order canceled right in the middle of shopping. In fact, I only scanned 1 item and then canceled. Well, I guess that's better than from what I saw one YouTuber said. They just finished the checkout and then the customer canceled. Yeah, and that shopping was a big one. It was like 66 items, and they also paid $35. Paid pretty good, at least for me. That canceled right away, so I started moving, put everything back up. It was just one item I put back up. Started walking the cart back to the cart area, and ding, 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 I got another shopping order for 3 items with alcohol. So I delivered that. Come back, and then I got the pharmacy pickup. So, really, really strange day. Maybe it's because it's getting close to Christmas. I don't know. So, anyhow, on the Walmart, hopefully I'm trying to get another order here because I just rejected a pickup, multi-trip pickup. So, anyway, on the Walmart. See you in a little bit. Well, I got my final offer that I'm going to take. It is a shopping, and I was able to get. I wasn't able to get another one, but it is a small one, $13, 13 miles, but it's only 9 items, and this qualifies. Hopefully, it gets me my 5 trips to get the extra $40. So, anyway, on to shopping and then the customer, and I'm gonna call it a day. See you in a little bit. Well, I dropped off that shopping order, and then, like I said, this is my last one for now. In fact, I had to reject another pickup that popped up. I was delivering 2 young kids came out, and they wanted his. But I tell you what, so let me take it to the place where I need to take the photo, and then you can take it inside. And that was, as I was following the instructions, please sit on the table. The middle-aged lady came out. Slightly, I'm 60, almost 62. She's probably, about 5 or 6 years younger than me. And character, she's very, very nice, and she was decked out in yellow coveralls for working outside, but she had several layers, and she said, "Well, I'm a tow truck driver," and she was getting ready to go out, and she was head to toe in bright, bright yellow or lime yellow color, safety color, that reflects the light when you. And she was coming in putting stuff in the mailbox, and I talked to her and says, I just asked her out of curiosity, since it's getting colder, do you see a lot more, chances of your services? She said, no, probably what she sees most in the wintertime is 18-wheeler rollovers. So she must drive a big rig. And I said, really? I said, yeah, because she said the idiots that drive around here in the wintertime, the cars, they get in front of the truck and cause the truck to swerve or something, and then it's a rollover. I explained to her, yeah, I can see that, I told her, I thought about, doing school bus or, truck driving type, to get a CDL. But then I told her I saw the YouTube videos. You've probably seen them too. The ones with the 18-wheeler, they all have dash cams now, but the idiots that get in front of them or brake check them, you do not brake check an 18-wheeler. 18-wheeler cannot stop on a dime. Well, hardly anything stops on a dime, but not an 18-wheeler with full load. It just plowed into cars and stuff like that. The idiots. So, yeah. But yeah, that was a unique encounter. Not saying women cannot be tow truck drivers, but I'm gonna be honest, that's the first female tow truck driver I've met. So anyhow, but that's it for me. I'm gonna head home, and then when I get home, I'm going to brief summary for the weekend, for the day and for the whole week. The way this thing works. Sunday is the last day of the week as far as payday on the earnings. Woo! Excuse me. Boy, I've been going really somewhat non-stop since about 1 o'clock. I've been just taking shopping orders. I refuse any pickups, which means, just out of curiosity, yep, I've got my 5 qualifying trips, so I get the $30 bonus. But it's getting pretty late. I need to go home. I'm making curry tonight. So haven't had a curry in a while. So anyway, let's head on home, and I'll give you the brief summary. So see you a little bit. Well, I'm back home. This has been a crazy spark. It really has been. I've seen everything. Let's go ahead and get a summary of today and then for the week. As far as today, I made confirmed earnings $76.47 with unconfirmed daily tips at $12.22. And I wound up wanting to, getting those trips in to get the $30 incentive. I won't get that money till probably next week. Wow, this is a strange day. I told you I had a run-in with one of my subscribers who I've ran into him before, and he gave me some insights. The insights not to get into the details, but he thinks there's too many drivers at this location that may be contributing to a lot of the cancellations. But if that's the case, if there's too many drivers, then if I get an offer, why would you be canceling if we have a glutton of drivers? Unless you're canceling to give it to another driver. That could be an issue, like that other DoorDash driver from several weeks ago pointed out to me. That's what he heard. Yeah, but I finally got my incentive by just doing the shopping. And I did a pharmacy pickup, just pharmacy. Now, I did a pharmacy and shopping one time, I think it was last week, but this was just a pickup. Now, there was a bug in the app, I don't know what it is, but on this last Spark, I said, okay, I hit the button, the directions, but it took me to my previous delivery. I said, why am I coming back here? And then I said, wait a minute, this is not the right area. So I restarted the app and plugged it in, and sure enough. So I was about 8 minutes late getting to, and I had perishables, but it still did not cancel the order because I did make up some time. So anyway, that's the end of the week. Probably going to be door dashing tomorrow. Like I said, Spark, I'll probably do Sundays and then maybe Wednesdays. But I may try, just for one Sunday, try a different store. That means I won't be going home to, do what I need to do. But I'm going to try a different store through the suggestion of our fellow subscriber. So we'll see what happens. So I hope you liked the video through my adventures and misadventures. So I encourage you to like it and then also to subscribe to the channel to help support. As of this recording, I just opened up the Silver Dasher store to contain, you can purchase like this hat for Spark gear and DoorDash gear, and some little whimsical, got a tumbler and some other whimsical items. So check that out. And also, if you want to join the club, the membership, that's available. There you get some exclusive content, some pictures. I'm going to see if I can get some videos in there. I am going to investigate the live stream, but I can't do it from the car, from what I understand. That's not really it. You probably could, but it's probably not very good. The internet out here is not that good. So anyway, I'm going to go in, get cleaned up, and get ready to start the curry that I'm going to make tonight. So in the meanwhile, y'all have a good night. We'll see you later. Bye.